Welcome to Time for Healing. I'm your host, Marion Porter of Star Winds. Boy, do we have a show today. Today we have the Wiccan High Priestess, Sharon D'Angelo, to tell us all about witchcraft. Yes, you're here.
Hi,
I'm so excited. I've wanted this show for so
great.
long.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
So, Wiccan High Priestess. That's exciting. What does that mean?
So just to put some words out there that people may not know or may know, a witch is the person who is knowledgeable of the ways, of the old ways that have been for generations. And then the Wicca is the religion that came over from England, giving someone a way to get together. And so Wicca is a religion, the witch is the person, pagan is the umbrella, just to kind of put it all in perspective.
I've never heard it broken down like that.
It's a good way to understand it.
So, witch
is the person. Wicca is the religion, nature-based religion.
Religion. Now that's exciting.
Oh, okay. And then paganism is the umbrella, and each, there's different pagan branches. So if different religions are under that pagan umbrella. Pagan just means country dweller. That's all that means.
Oh my! So
I could give you a whole course.
No, well, and
I do,
and you do. But so here's something that I'm finding fascinating. So paganism and Wiccan is like a denomination.
Yeah.
Like Christianity, and then you got Christian, Episcopal, Catholic,
Protestant.
That's fascinating.
That would be Christian, and then pagan, Druidism, Native American, Hinduism. There's many pagan religions, multi-gods. It's duality, male and female, gods and goddesses. Yeah, and nature, very nature-based.
So there's nothing. It's just any other. It's just another religion.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Nature-based. We honor nature, and we're part of nature, and that's how we co-create with the universe and with spirit, is with our magic, is what is our life force.
Wow.
Really powerful.
Yes. So Wiccan High Priestess. So what? Wow. You're like, what does that mean?
Well, in the Wiccan religion, in some traditions, which is a set of philosophies or beliefs within that's a whole other branch of the umbrella. In the tradition that I was am in, there's different levels, an initiate, and then you get your first degree, your second degree, your third degree, and at that point, you're a high priestess, which means you're out in the community, you're teaching about what you maybe run a coven, you're on your own, doing your own ministries, teaching about Wicca, teaching about the religion, teaching about witchcraft. My big thing is to make it really accessible to people, not to demystify the secrecy, which I definitely give respect to. However, I'm trying to be accessible so people can access it. We need more of us. Yeah.
So ministries, that I'm fascinated. I love that. What are your ministries?
My ministries, I believe, are working with people and teaching them helping them empower themselves. Again, I teach a class on this, but I also, as a reader, I'm a psychic medium and I read cards. And in a reading with me, I work to empower people and show them blockages and help them find their way and show them that they're creating and they're co-creating. And I love spirit. I work with spirit, and they work with me, and together we just help. That's how we help people.
Wow. So do you have a coven?
I do. I joined a coven back in the early 2000s. I can't remember the exact year, and then the high priestess had to move. So she was disbanding the coven, and I just loved it so much. It was just a group of like-minded people who did what I loved, and I couldn't let it go. So she connected me with a mentor, and then he worked with me, and it's just been... So yeah, I run the coven now.
This is fascinating.
No cackling, no black hats, none of that.
There's no broom?
Nope.
Come on.
We have one. There's all that mystery. There is still there, but...
But what, okay, so Coven, so what, we've all seen the movies, but what's the real deal?
Thank you for asking that.
Yes, what is a coven? What happens in a coven? What do you do?
So a coven is a group of people male, female, whatever, who work together and to celebrate the goddess, to celebrate nature, to work with the moon and the sun. If someone's having difficulty, we help them with our magic. We give them our energy so that for healing. Like if someone needed a healing or someone needed, for some reason, we would work together as a group mind to focus our energy on that situation. So that's kind of what we do.
Yeah. So okay. So when you come together,
usually on a full moon.
Okay. So what happens?
We do a ritual, which is which is circle is a sacred space. So we would cast a circle, and then we invite the natural elements into the circle. We call our ancestors. We work with dragon energy, which is very powerful.
Dragons.
Yeah. Very powerful, very, very empowering. And then in our magical work, we'll carve candles, or we'll, like I said, focus healing for something. We'll do petitions.
Like you're whittling? Whittling? Whittling a candle? Carving
I usually, we'll carve our name or whatever we're working with different colored candles. And
I'm thinking like, well, this is a bird.
You know what I have is like to take away them. I have a big thumbtack, and it's perfect size to hold it and just carve in your candle.
Oh, you're just writing on it.
Writing on it. You could put Reiki symbols, because I'm a Reiki master too. All of that. Anything you wanted. And then everything you do is another branch on the tree to making your magic.
What do you do with the candles once you've carved them?
Sit with them, fill them with your intention, and then light them.
Is
Lighting
it like a
the
spell?
candle, yeah. That's a spell.
Wait. So there's spells?
Yeah.
So like the movies don't have it all?
In my class, I teach spell work is the last class because it's all about in here first. If you can't find it in here, then you're not going to find it out in Hollywood.
Let's talk about in here.
Yeah.
Then. I don't want to get too...
Right.
You got me excited.
I know. If you're really plugged into nature and living a spiritual path and being the best you can be, you really won't need to do spells because you're plugged in.
Yeah.
Once in a while, I'll do one if something happens in the world, some tragedy, I'll light a candle just to send healing to the situation and to the victims and all of that.
Like other people might light a novena.
Exactly.
It's all the same.
Exactly.
It's all the same.
You're so right. You're so right.
See, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know. And then as far as the spiritual practices, just finding that divinity, we believe that divinity we're part of it. It's not something else. Not to, I'm not meaning to bash anything else. However, the divine and the sacredness is inside of us. And if we look at each other's eyes, we honor that with, the like namaste. I honor the source within you. And then we can align with the different deities of the different stories of myths to connect with the gods or goddesses just to help us on our path,
Sound too much different from any other religion.
Very similar, very similar.
Everybody's doing the same thing their own way.
It's like fingers on the same hand. You know what I mean? Different fingers.
Well, you got to figure where people evolve on the planet, they're gonna develop their own thing.
Well, this all started. Sorry to interrupt.
No, please.
This all started from the cave drawings back in the beginning of time. They would draw a hunting scene on the wall. They'd do a little ceremony, and then they'd go have a hunt. I mean, that's sympathetic magic right there, and that's been from
what kind of magic?
Sympathetic. It's like as above, so below. Whatever I'm doing here is happening out there. So that's called sympathetic magic. The candle magic is because I'm creating something that's a symbol of my magical workings, and it's going to exist in the universe too. A lot of working with spirit, I quit my 9-to-5 job, and I dedicated myself to spirit, and it's just been happening, So I work with spirit.
You quit your job?
I did in 2015. I was working at an office.
That's 2 years ago.
It is, and I'm just
look at me doing math.
And it's just been going, teaching classes and doing readings, and just wherever they take me, I'm just surrendering to it. Not blindly. I mean, I'm not just but like this, or this happened. It's just like I don't know how these things happen. They just do, and I
think I called you.
You
said,
did call me.
Come
You did
to the
call
show.
me. But just these serendipitous things are happening.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad you think that my show's serendipitous.
It is.
Wow. So So what about like holidays?
Okay.
Are there holidays?
Yes. There are 8 pagan holidays, and it follows the sun. Because witches really work with the moon and the energy of the moon. It's a symbol of the goddess, and it's that yin energy, receptive energy, mystical, the things you see in a moon you don't see when the sun's out,
Right.
And the sun is something else that we need to honor. Without it, we would perish. So there's 8 pagan holidays that represent where the sun is in relation to Earth, coming from our ancestors who worked with the land and needed to know, what time of year it was to plant and when to have babies and when to go to sleep and when to, get ready for winter. So there are 8 pagan holidays.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Is this like perhaps the oldest religion, since it's like people looking and following?
Well, Wicca's pretty new. Wicca's like Gerald Gardner he's an anthropologist.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's fairly new. Wicca's new. It started in like their mid 1950s, around there.
Really?
Yeah, Wicca. But as far as the old ways, that's been from the dawn of time.
Well, what is the difference between Wicca and the dawn of time stuff?
So the old ways, our ancestors, if we aren't Native American, basically, we come from across an ocean, and our ancestors, especially, I can't speak for South America, but I know in Europe, it's still very part of their lives. They don't call it magic and they don't call it spells, but they work with the land and they work with the herbs and the oils and they work with healing. They work with the natural process to heal. So that's the old ways, divination, learning how to, connect with spirit. That's all forms of, it's knowledge of the past, knowledge
so
of the ways. Wicca's a religion. So I don't know how much you want me to get into that, but.
Well, just so.
In a nutshell?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, because this is something that I don't know.
Okay, so Gerald Gardner.
I'm fascinated.
He was in England. He's considered the grandfather of Wicca. He was an archaeologist and he loved ceremony. And he's traveled all over Europe and Egypt and Africa, going to different studying their ancient ceremonial things.
Okay.
And he he felt people needed that ceremony. Christianity had come along and you had to go to church and someone else did everything. You just were you watched. And he felt people missed that connection. So he wrote a few books and then he's put Wicca together. He's the grandfather. He decided it's his tradition, is Gardnerian. It's still being practiced over in Europe.
I think I've heard Gardnerian. I've heard that term.
It's his tradition. It's that.
I never knew that it was from the 50s. Wow.
Probably earlier than that in England, but as far as coming to America, yeah. They had, he had a bunch of high priestesses initiated and priests, and then it grew really fast, and then it came to America, and they initiated a bunch of people, and then Scott Cunningham was one of the first ones to write books about being solitary, and
I've read his books. Wow.
Yeah, and it's just it's just growing.
That I never knew that though.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Wicca as a religion was that new.
Modern Wicca. Like I said, people have practiced the old ways from the beginning, just didn't have the words.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So back to the holidays.
Okay.
So do you do special celebrations?
Most times, yeah. There's something. We're moving into the right spring equinox was just on the 20th, so that's called Ostara, and that's when there's longer daylight than. It's even. The day and night is even. So we work with balance. It's like the first day of spring. We did a lot of planting. Like sympathetic magic is we take seeds and infuse them with our intention for what we want to manifest and then plant them in the ground. And then we take care of that plant and it represents our intentions.
Now, I heard once that the Christmas tree actually was a pagan thing, and the Christmas balls, the blue and the
Christmas
gold and the
is
silver
equivalent
balls.
of Yule. It's called Yule, and it's the winter solstice, which is the shortest day, the longest night. And we celebrate Yule as the return of the sun, S-U-N, S-O-N.
And in Christianity, it's the birth of the sun.
Birth, S-O-N.
Wow.
So we luring back the sun. All of the lights, the house is dripping with lights. That's all about luring back the sun.
Because isn't like the Christian and the pagan kind of holidays?
In order for people to accept it, when they came to England and Europe, in order for the people to accept it, they had to kind of take a lot of make it important to them. So like the Christmas tree, they used to decorate it outside. It would be a Yule tree, and they decorate it with coins, acorns, and different things to represent that. And then it was brought into the house, and
fascinating.
so every holiday kind of has a Christian.
Oh, we should do a whole separate show on that. But now I heard you say that there's healing. What sort of healing do you do, and the amount of time that we have left, perhaps we could experience
Well,
it?
it's as far as healing that I do, I like lighting candles and sending energy to situations. If someone had a question and came to me for a reading, I feel I help them. I read tarot, oracle cards, psychic medium.
You have some oracle cards with you, don't you?
I do.
Well, let's bust them out.
All right.
Let's see what
I
we
like
got
to
going
use
on.
them just to see what's going on and
Okay.
what do I need to know about a situation? What am I not seeing? What will help me manifest? That's how I feel I heal people. Not so much. There's it's helping their energy, helping empower them, helping them see they can co-create.
So yeah, that's so oracle cards are used.
I like to use just to get to the bottom of things, get to the bottom of things, figure out what's going on. What do I need to know? What am I not seeing? Okay, so you have something going on in your life that you could get clarity on.
I am heading into what I think is the most exciting chapter of my life
Awesome.
yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So
You can ask, what is the potential? What do you need to know about it?
Oh, what do I need to know about this exciting chapter of my life that I'm heading into?
Okay.
Yay.
So I just basically fan them out, and then your intuition.
Just pull one?
Go to what you're attracted to. Use your intuition as you ask the question.
All right. What is the potential of
either that or just what's the potential of this new chapter?
Well, here it is.
Okay. It's time. That's all about healing. So you're moving into a new. So that's how this heals. The healing card comes out. Mending is all about healing relationships, healing parts of your past, moving. Colette Baron Reed, one of my greatest teachers, one of her phrases is, if you keep doing what you do, you keep getting what you get.
Yeah.
So doing something different, learning from the past, moving forward. So this is a new chapter for you. This is a really great time to let the past go and do something different.
That's
and allow
literally
things
what's
to
happening.
Heal.
I'm literally heading into a space where I'm going to be focusing on my own self-healing.
That's exactly what it's self-healing. Cocoon a little bit and give yourself some attention. You give a lot of people attention, it's time to focus on you. So.
And that's literally what's going to be happening. So can we find out what happens after I'm all healed up?
I think a better question is, how can I best help heal myself?
Yes.
Okay.
That's good. How can I best help heal myself?
Because I'm not big on fortune telling. We can see what's going on right now, predictively. All right. So this is asking you to really stay in that observer mode. Okay. Sometimes when stuff happens, it's so close to us we can't see. So this is asking you, as far as healing yourself, allow yourself a different perspective. Imagine yourself like high up, above the situation and looking down at it. Or how would you advise a friend? And look at it that way. So the best way for you to do the self-healing right now and being in that safe cocoon is to allow yourself some space. Do you understand that?
Yeah. Can we ask one more?
Yeah. How about, so predictive, you can ask the potential. But I'm a big believer in free will, and I feel that fortune telling, I don't want to bash it. However, I like to see what can I do about it rather than what's going to happen. It kind of takes your power away. So what can I do, or what's the potential of this situation? How will I best heal from this?
Yes. How?
Yeah.
We didn't ask. That wasn't the answer.
Well, that's how you can help it. How about what's the potential?
What is the potential of this wonderful healing situation I'm going into?
Very good question. Okay. So you're going to be exchanging gifts is all about helping others with what you're good at and also receiving help from others. So as a result of this, you're going to be really more in the flow of exchanging gifts. That's what this card is. So you need some time to kind of be in that cocoon and heal yourself, and then we're going to come out of it bigger, stronger, better, faster, so that you can work with others. Do you understand? And help them and then allow people to help you.
You know, it's interesting that you say cocoon, because that's how I see it.
That's how I see it too.
I see myself, a caterpillar spinning a cocoon around me. I'm going to
You're in a safe
eventually
space.
be coming out a amazing butterfly.
Allow that time, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So allow that to happen.
I'm going to be a butterfly.
Yep. You just need some time in that cocoon to kind of figure, transform into your new self.
Yeah, yeah. Can we ask a question about the show?
Absolutely. I'm gonna shuffle them. And okay, I'm gonna shuffle since we're
real
on a
quick. I think that'd just be epic.
Okay.
Because I've never asked about the show.
Okay. So what does Marion need to know? But we're just putting the energy of the show into these.
Yeah. Because here we
as I
are. We're in the
shuffle.
studio.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh.
So there's your.
Yeah. So.
What do you need to know about the potential of the show?
Yes. What do I need to know about the potential of this show? Oh, look at this. Here we are. And I flip it just like that?
You do. Okay.
Was it a flamingo?
It is a flamingo, and it's called Between Worlds. So you're morphing from one. The potential of the show is morphing from one. More transition for you, going from one to another. So you're kind of in between.
Wow.
So you're kind of waiting to see how things are going to. You're onto something where things are changing.
Yeah,
so
but the show is
great.
Going to be going on.
Oh,
Look
absolutely.
at that. But
I think it's going to be changing, but for the good. You know what
Cool.
I mean? We grow and we learn and we move forward to the best of our ability. How can you best act at this time? What's my best next course of action? You like that question?
About the show?
Yeah.
What's my best course of action about the show?
Okay. So trust your intuition. You drew deep knowing, and this is one of the loves of your life.
I love this show.
I know you do.
Don't you love this show?
I know you do.
Yeah, this show's going to go forever.
Nurture this, and this is where you put your energy into, and you already know what the potential is how much you put into it. You understand?
And this show's going to go on and on and on.
Because you could tell you love it.
I do.
I know.
I do. And I think the viewers love it too. Don't you love the show? Yeah. Oh, this is amazing.
See how it heals?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't think of it as, I'm not doing anything. I'm doing thing by helping empower you and helping you show what do I need to know and what will help me. A lot of people kind of need that. And a session with me is more life coach. I call myself an intuitive coach.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, and as far as the Wicca thing, Wicca's my religion, and witchcraft, this is part of one of the ways, divination. They always had the wise people. Everyone village had a wise person, and that's who they would go to. When do we go to war, and when do we have a family? There are always wise people in every village.
Wow.
So this has just evolved into oracle cards.
And you're the wise person in your village.
I try.
Wow. So are there ever big get-togethers then? There's covens everywhere, right? Does every town have a coven pretty much?
I don't know about every town. It's still pretty secretive because there's still a lot of judgment, which is why I do what I do. I try to make myself very accessible. No black hat, no wart on the nose. I
was noticing. Yeah. You're dressed kind of regular.
Yeah. I'm trying to make it accessible, so I'm trying to get rid of all those stereotypes. A witch is just a person who's knowledgeable of the ways. We don't even believe in Satan, therefore how could we worship it? So there's just a lot of things I'm trying to, that's my soapbox, you know what I mean? Trying to just get rid of a lot of the negative connotations, Hollywood, and, they're trying to sell movies, I get it, but the real witch is a real spiritual person who aligns with nature to co-create in her life. That's it. It's not...
No different than a shaman.
Exactly. They're very similar. Very similar.
Wow.
And I think they're just different parts of the world. The shamans come from South America and Native America.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And the witches were more from England, Wales, Ireland, Scotland. I was just in Scotland, and it's steeped in magic. They just don't call it all the kitschy words that there are out there. It's just part of their life. Very magical place.
Wow. And, again, here I am at the end of the show, wishing I had another couple of days to have you here. So much ground was
Thank you.
covered. Thank you so much, love, for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. It's important that people learn this is it.
Yeah, yeah, nothing to be feared here.
Absolutely,
Just a
no,
regular gal you'd see in the line at the grocery store or the bank.
Absolutely. We're everywhere, and we're healers. And we don't make things happen, we let things happen. So working with universal law, nature, we just kind of put our intentions in there, and then why not?
I love it.
You know?
I love it. Sharon D'Angelo, a Wiccan high priestess. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
For being on our show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and thank you for watching Time for Healing, and we'll see you next time. All right now.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.